You know, guys, I'm going to be completely honest with you. You have a certified Nazem Kadri fan, big time fanboy of Nazem Kadri. I think he is an excellent player. We're going to be talking about his trade rumors and how he touched on them. We're going to be talking about some Ottawa Senators trade rumors. I thought I would make two videos in one today. But, guys, welcome back to Pixel Plus Hockey. If you can make sure to hit that subscribe button if you do enjoy the content, it would be greatly appreciated. And thank you so much to those that are already supporting me. It is also greatly appreciated. Now, there have been a lot of rumors about Nazem Kadri potentially joining the Maple Leafs. Now, listen, there's a limit to how much I would give up when it comes to Nazem Kadri. I wouldn't want to give up like Easton Cowan or something like that. I'm still not fully sold on Easton Cowan, but I think he's probably going to be a pretty good player. But you got to draw the line somewhere. But again, Nazem Kadri is one of my favorite players. He's good defensively. He can score points. He's not the greatest skater, but he has some jam. He has jam, and he plays in the guts of the game. And I know every single person that is listening to this video, you love guys that play in the guts of the game. Everybody loves it. God, I respect perimeter players. Perimeter players are important because you need guys that can pass from the perimeter into the slot, but it's just something about guys that play right in the slot, right in their face. It's just so important for playoff hockey. And again, we have rumors that Nazem Kadri says or not him directly, but there are rumors that he wouldn't let his no trade clause get in the way of him coming back to Toronto, and I love to see it. And now we have an even more interesting quote from Nazem the Dream himself. Here we go. Quote, "It's happened quite often over the last couple of months," Kadri said when asked about his name surfacing. "It's a little bit bizarre scrolling around seeing your face pop up and your name pop up. Obviously the rumor mill is pretty strong, especially around these parts. A lot of times the rumors can catch some fire and the fire turns into bigger fires. There's not a whole lot in terms of sports right now. I think it's definitely a topic to talk about. Why not talk about it?" And this quote is so Nazem Kadri. It's so funny that he's always like this. Hey, why not talk about it? And I'm sorry, he never just straight up denied the rumors at all. I'm thinking that these rumors are absolutely true, that he's completely willing to come back to Toronto, and I would love to see it. You know what, guys? I'm going to use this for question of the video. What exactly do you think would be fair for the Maple Leafs to give up for Nazem Kadri? You know, is it a little bit too much? Would you be willing to give up Ben Danford or something like that? They don't have a lot of draft picks, so I think the Maple Leafs need to be a little bit careful because they are short on draft picks. But again, he's just a fantastic player, and when they traded him, they lost something that they were never able to get back, that bite that he brought to the lineup. Now, moving on from Nazem Kadri, I also wanted to talk about the Ottawa Senators and potentially more trade rumors that they are inquiring about a center, and a center that I really, really like. They have apparently been interested in Mason McTavish. Now, there have been a lot of teams that have potentially been calling him McTavish. We've talked about the Montreal Canadiens. There are so many teams around the league that Mason McTavish would look so good on their roster. But I found a really, really interesting quote here. Quote, "There have been rumblings that Anaheim and McTavish aren't a happy family. If McTavish is on his way out of Southern California, don't be surprised if Staios is all over that. McTavish surely would want to play at home, but he's also young, talented, has pedigree, and would become a long-term part of the future in Ottawa." Now, first off, when talking about this, I want to talk about the other trade that the Senators made to get Dylan Cousins. When they got Dylan Cousins, that was an excellent trade. They traded Josh Norris, and I was like, listen, I don't mind Norris, but I like Cousins more. I think that Cousins is potentially going to score 60 or 70 points next year. You know, big centerman, shoot right centerman. This is exactly what you want. If they are able to get McTavish too, that would solidify them down the middle. Again, the price for a player like this is going to be incredibly expensive, though, and we're going to get into that. Quote, Acquiring McTavish wouldn't be easy or cheap, but if general manager Steve Staios could pull it off, it would be a huge hole to fill for the Senators. The last general manager, Pierre Dorion, tried to fill the hole by adding Alex DeBrincat, but also didn't do his due diligence to make sure he could get extended first. Of course, Staios has brought a breath of fresh air to Ottawa and the fan base, and instills confidence with his moves. McTavish being acquired would be contingent on him extending long-term if it were to happen. I was reading this article. I absolutely agree with that. That is 100% true. If you cannot get a cost-controllable player, I always say this to you guys, I'm obsessed with getting a player and having that player stick around. For example, when I was talking about the Montreal Canadiens, I remember there was a commenter that said, would you give up Caden Gooley? I actually do think that I would do that for the Montreal Canadiens. Now, listen, I know Gooley's good. I really like him too. But you got to give something to get something. And McTavish is the type of player, if he plays for the Senators or he plays for the Habs, this is a player that is going to stick around long term for your franchise. He's not just going to be a one-year player, guys. He's already showing he's a top 6 center. He's going to play on your franchise for the next, 8, 9, 10 years and be a core piece? This is a huge get for any team that gets him. You know what? I'm doubling up the video with 2 different things to talk about, so why don't we double up the question of the video? From the Ottawa Senators' point of view, what do you think is actually fair for them to even give up for McTavish? I was thinking about this. Is it going to be draft assets, young players? It is true to say, I've been thinking about the McTavish trade rumors, even the Marco Rossi stuff, if he doesn't figure it out with the Wild, and I was thinking to myself, how much are these teams going to have to give up for these young centermen and to be able to pry them out of their organizations? It is going to have to be a hell of a lot, and it might even actually scare me away for how much teams might have to give up. But anyways, I am going to leave this video here. If you could make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it, guys, and make sure to have a great day. Goodbye.